Hey there.
How you doing, Raphael?
I'm good. How you doing, Miss Chandra?
Fine. You send my message out there, my link?
For
Yeah.
the, huh?
In the chat group right there.
Oh, no, I haven't looked at that.
Okay.
It's in the chat now?
Yeah.
I don't see nothing.
All right, let me see. As I put it, I'll redo it again. Do you see it now?
Oh, yeah. Let me
Okay.
see.
I guess it doesn't add it until, if anybody here doesn't put it out there, I guess.
Okay, got it. Copy this right now.
Let's see. Did I just lose you? Because I don't see but one person. Yeah. Okay, so you're back. All right. I got a lot of ground to sort of cover tonight, so I'm trying to move fast. All right. Rafia, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Yes, ma'am. Is it just me and you?
it's just me and you for right now.
Well done.
Yeah.
Everybody else corona scared, huh?
Girl, they something. I'm like,
let me tell you, girl, it's wonderful and eerie at the same time.
I know it, right? Because, I tell somebody, I said, I wonder if the criminals are staying away. Is this helping to reduce the amount of crime that's out there?
Girl, even a criminal is scared of dying. I guess.
That's why I was wondering.
But the fact that ain't no traffic on a Friday.
Yeah, ain't no traffic throughout the week. Everybody is working from home, whole 9 yards.
I'm like, man, I said this right here need to be corona every week. Every Friday at least.
Yep. I'm gonna share my screen, and I'm just gonna walk through the process as if this is my first time, because this is my first time on this computer downloading it. So what I wanted to do today was to go ahead and start downloading, getting the Metatrader on your laptop, and then there's a Metatrader app for your phone.
Okay.
Because the laptop you get to, it'll make more sense when you're going through those lessons in the back of your BackOffice of effects. Yeah, because right now a lot of people are sort of lost because they can't tie it together, and it's like you need to have a little bit of something. I'm more of a visual person, so I'm like, let me just do half and half over here. Yeah. So I'm gonna. If I can get this to work. Oh,
Yeah, I started doing my classes.
I want to say Metatrader 4 download. That way I'll be on the same page.
Get my pad and pencil. Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna do Metatrader 4. Say next. Look, can you believe Metatrader 5 will go ahead and copy some of the trades for you for $15 a month. Automatically. Yeah. Traders from around the world. Man. I didn't have this when I was doing it. But this is number 5. This is 5, and I was actually on 4. So I'm going to see. And I'm going to do register. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is what I remember right here. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, you may use. Oh, okay.
Just take your time, because I'm gonna be eating for a minute.
1203. Let's see.
You know, the corona thing ain't bothering me. It's the darn pollen.
Oh, I hadn't even really been out.
It's thick. I mean, thick.
Sure. I figured something had to be going on. That's fine. Come on.
Shut down the churches. I'm like, God darn, don't y'all supposed to be prayed up? Dang, hey.
Well, the thing is that they did that so that the churches can't gather because they cancel. You can't do anything if it's more than 10 people.
Okay.
So that's why, because that's I don't know.
Oh, okay.
The order that the president issued. Gatherings of no more than 10 can be allowed, and so that's why most of the companies are shut down. All right, so all righty.
Okay.
And so this is the thing about that. Have you already downloaded yours, or you just? Oh, okay. Well, what I like about Metatrader, what people who are new to it won't know but understand, is that it gives you, instead of you having to go out to the internet and look for information that's going on, they bring it right to you.
Okay.
With the market, you can find everything: trading systems, exchange, the robots, the expert advisors that we've been talking about every single time, like the what CashFX is using, the technical indicators, the trading articles. I mean, you can find everything out here. There's so much stuff out here that is unbelievable. But it's been a minute since I've been out here, so I have to take a look right along with everybody else. This has been a minute. But yeah, these trading signals, and for them to be able to do a copy, oh my God, they can really boost your account in no time, because there's no 20%, withdrawal fee. There's no, certain amount that you have to have. You can have as little as $50
Right.
for some accounts. But for a copy service, I'm going to see what that is and how that works. So I'm going to look at that in a minute. But let me just get the actual application up and open. So if I want to see, here's my little virtual. Yep, there we go. And you got it basically. So once you go to the terminal, is what they're calling. I guess it's the web terminal here. You're going to be using the same password no matter what.
Okay.
And you can stay logged in all day and watch your trades, or somebody else can watch it for you, whatever. Right here, we're going to be set up on a demo. If there was another account that you were attached to, that you were connected to, like CashFX is using EverFX, right? So if we were connected to EverFX, when we click here, we would have been able to choose EverFX, and that would be our active account. But right now, we're just going to stay focused on the demo account.
Okay.
And then we're going to stick with the 5. Demo. Oh, I got to do it from my phone thing. I think I got to do both. Shut up. Metatrader 5. Metatrader. All right. Ouch. I want to open a demo account. There we go. Email. Now this part I don't know yet, but
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it at the default. Certainly am not going to be depositing. I like to be realistic here with asking about how much money. So I would say, let's just say we start off with $500, and we can just leave the leverage at 100. I agree, and I just want to see what's going to happen. First name is May 1203.
So explain the leverage.
So the leverage is almost like giving you the leverage is like it's like the same thing we were talking about, like the banks, right? So the bank is using your money, right? But they're leveraging it to use it in the market, not necessarily spending it like they have it fully in their hands, but they're able to borrow against it from another bank or from the trading company. So in this case right here, even though I'm coming in with $500, I want to leverage 100%. So maybe I think that's giving me $1,000 that I can actually use, right? To but I'm going to double check that in just a second, because we'll know.
Okay.
Right. But I do know that it's giving you more money than what you actually come in with. So if I came in with $500, I believe that this is 100%. They're doubling my money here. It's either that or it's 250. And here's my login. Oh, yeah. So the login that they give you here is the same one you have to use on your account on your phone. So I'm going to say manage account. I'm going to say login. Where's the account set up? Let's see. Nope. How's it? I want to go to the demo account if I can find it. Oh, this is a demo account. Oh. Do I just select that one? What? This thing? Oh, no, it didn't pull me in. 1 in 100 hedge access point. Oh. Okay. So, give me 1 second. I was trying to figure out where my account information is, but I can't see it in here.
Take your time, I'm eating.
Order sounds one click trading.
Give me enough time to eat. I hope the recording ain't recording me chewing.
If it is, you just messed up because it is.
Oh, well.
Let me get somebody else's registration. I'm going to say copy. Let me see who else is here. That's Martin. Pastor Martin.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we just want to make sure you were there. So right now, what we've done is that we've downloaded Metatrader, and we're just setting up the account. So I put the in the chat. I don't know if you can see in the chat room. I guess I have to. Can you see the chat?
Yeah, no. Yes, I can see.
Okay.
Good evening, Pastor Leonard.
Hey, Miss Sophia, how you doing?
I'm good. Good.
All right.
Ready to learn.
Look at that. I love that little ding, ding, ding sound. Okay. So I'm in and I'm walking around a little bit. It's been a long time since I've set this up. But the good thing is I have videos, so we don't actually have to use this one because I'm not going to be the expert here. But I'm going to load some videos in the back office for you to be able to set up your Metatrader account as far as how to configure it, split the windows, etc., that type of thing. So I like seeing the candlesticks, which is what we have. So the reason why we're downloading this is so that you can just really get a better understanding as we're going through the back office information, right? So you'll see where there's a 18-minute video that I think goes into the some of the information that we covered earlier this week that I want to get into, especially when it comes to the support and resistance. So it's going to show you how to set your own support and resistance lines within your Metatrader account. But I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to at least get you all into the application. The goal here is just to be able to play around with it. Once you get it set up, you can just start putting in a trade, you can copy it from anybody, right? I can send some signals out or whatever from other groups. And you put the trade in, look, you can see your account just go off the charts and you're gonna see how much money you made. But I try to be realistic here. So I just said, let's just say the maximum amount that we came in with, or the amount that we came in with is $500 is what we set it up for. And then $100, the leverage is 1 to 100. So I was thinking, I wanted to make sure that the leverage amount would be, I'm thinking that's 100%. So it's either 500 or it's what I want to call it, half of the amount, which is what, 250 of the 500. But needless to say, let's look at this. So, and I'm new to Metatrader 5. If this is Metatrader 4, I could probably look at it a little bit different. But you can always, when you get ready to get your live account, you'll always be able to switch back and forth between it. You'll see anything that you're doing on your phone will automatically come up here on your in your Metatrader account. So I think everybody has to get used to at least getting to the point. If you want to put your own trades in, you got to at least start getting a feel for the using the software. So if you want to make a new chart, so and this one right here is what the Euro USD. You can always see your the information here at the top. The H1 says this is an hour every 1 hour, and this is a Euro USD chart, 1 hour chart. And at this time, this is showing you what the current currency amount. I'm assuming this is pulling it live. So it's the same thing. But I can tell you, you can change it from here. This would be 1 month. I want to say this is like 1 minute. I'm sorry, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. You got a 30-minute. You got a 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month. So those are how you can, and that's what we have been seeing all along. You can hold a trade out for a whole month if you want to. I don't advise you to do a 1 minute or a 5 minute or 15-minute trade unless you are sitting right at your computer and you already know what you're doing at that point. But you can always, next week I'll be able to go into it a little bit more as far as how to set our charts, our tables, my charts up, because this one here just did not do it. I want to say, it's been a minute since I've done it, so I don't know. But at least you know here, when it says new chart, you can actually just switch it. And that's all it's going to do. It's just, if you want to have multiple charts at one time, I can't remember how to do it just yet. So I thought it was the easy way, but I'm sure I'm going to find it in just a second. So this one here just changed over to the Great Britain pound and the US dollar. And you can always change, add in any new currency pairs. You don't have to stick with the ones that they have here. They're just giving you, these are just the defaults. So I wanted to see, got to my demo account, but I'm done with that. So you just always switch to language. I used to just play around with stuff. But let me see about the market watch, because it's brand new. I want to, so basically you can just see the trade live, right? And this may be, I'm not saying, and you can change the colors on this too. This right here is just having to be black and white because that's the default that they put it in. And I see Brian likes that black and white thing too. But you can actually change the colors. So let me go back. I just want to go. And you can, of course, go full screen. You really know what you're doing. All right, so I'm going to take off the full screen. And I'm just going to come back. Now, the indicators. These are what we were talking about yesterday, like the trend lines, moving average. I mean, it's a lot of stuff to choose from. We haven't even gotten to this part, so I'm not really going to go over this. I don't really think we're ready. But here's your, you know, if we wanted to do like a vertical line.
Trend line.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere in here. There we go.
Yeah, you got to find out first what all these terminologies are, then learn how to apply them.
Yeah, and I do have a sheet that I was going to share with people that have the terminologies, some of the terminologies on it, the definitions, because that's one of the things I see with I don't like about the back office. I can't really print anything out, so I'm going to stick that out there. It's a PDF. Doesn't have I mean, it's not a PDF. It's a Word document. Doesn't have a lot in it, but I'll look for something that's more thorough, but it has at least, this right here just gets you started, right? So, but I know I have something else, but I'm going to put this in the back office so that people will have the information. So
when you say the back office, where is it going to be?
I mean, in the Telegram. I'm sorry, Telegram.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
And then we have like the channels, got the Gantt line, the Fibonacci, what, you know, most people are, you know, heard of, the Elliott waves. You got your different shapes, right? And they got the graphical, the call outs. So we haven't gotten to that experience yet. That's why I said the Elliott wave. I think you have to put the charts in here. So you can put all your little things in here that you want. And I'm going to say, I forgot how to do undo. Oh, I forgot where it was. Let me just check. So you have the bar chart, candlesticks, which is what I prefer, the line chart. I don't know who can even read that. And again, here's another option for you changing your times, right? You got your grid, auto scroll. I guess it just, as you're looking, oh Lord, this thing here is still stuck on.
Well, read the information that we talked about, how to get ready to come forth with the, I guess the mirror trading.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that's what we were talking about earlier. I saw that with the email. It was sent out, but it actually I'd seen it posted in Green Wiki's group earlier.
I put it in our Telegram group.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't see the whole thing. I didn't see it because hers just pops up. Oh, all day. They just be commenting on it. Auto scroll. Oh, where I'm at chart shift. As you can see that shift there.
She pushing some new deal now.
Options, the one-click trading. Yeah, we ain't ready for that either. So I'm not ready for no one-click trading. All right, so, and I think here's the same. I might add in another chart. All right. So what I wanted to do, other than get this right here, basically I just wanted to get this right here downloaded so we can be able to go through like a full setup next week. But I wanted to also go through one of these videos. I forgot where I put it at. I was looking at it earlier. Yeah.
All right.
There we go. All right, so I think this was the one for the correlation trading. I don't know if I want to do this one, if I want to do the, I think I want to stick to what we were already doing, support and resistance. We're not going to watch the whole video, but I wanted to like fall back on, just piggyback on what we were doing earlier. So hold on one second. I forgot I'm going to share because I know y'all can't. Oh, shut up. Be quiet. Let me. I'm going to share on. I want to say. Share computer sound. Did that come out? Okay. Let me know if
I
y'all
hope
can
you
hear.
can see how important correlation and understanding correlation between
Can you
various
hear it?
current
Yes.
Okay.
can be to your trading. These correlations can also be used when looking at levels of support and resistance. So for example, we'll pop here to a daily chart, and we'll just run into this as a sort of an added little level of bonus coverage. Okay, let's draw this. Okay, horizontal line here. Also, I'd like a corresponding horizontal line there. Okay, so these areas where the price can't get through or doesn't go through, don't say can't, never say can't when it comes to the market. The price seems to be tough. It's resist going through the top of that. That's a level of resistance there. Now, the opposite is true when the prices seem to not be able to penetrate a bottom. That's an area of support. When you're using correlation, you can see how these line up down here in that same time frame, right around here, right around here, as you can see on both those charts. It's resistance up here at the top, at the same time support, and that becomes a turning point in which the market begins to travel in the opposite direction. And levels of support and resistance, some people believe they are sort of self-fulfilling prophecies that
Did y'all see that?
folks who use technical analysis.
You know, when he said it tends to travel in the opposite direction. As you see so the red means that the prices, went down, right? And then here the green is, of course, the price went up. Did you see how it's just the opposite of what he was saying? Are y'all taking notice of that?
Rewind it again.
Oh, okay.
As you can see on both those charts, it's resistance up here at the top, at the same time support, and that becomes a turning point in which the market begins to travel in the opposite direction. And levels of support and resistance, some people believe they are sort of self-fulfilling prophecies that folks who use technical analysis swear by. But the reality is, you can see there are certain levels where, self-fulfilling prophecy or not, where the price seems to bounce off this invisible ceiling, if you will, and it seems to bounce off this invisible floor. And looking at these types of prices and levels gives you a lot of insight into things which may happen at some point in time in the future. So moving even aside from correlation trading into just straight levels of support and resistance, I'm going to increase the size of this chart so we just see the euro dollar, US dollar here. Okay, you can see we bounced off this level. This is a daily chart. Okay, now give me another level here. We bounced off here, went back across, all the way back up to the top. We actually penetrated, but you can see this here, this candlestick pattern. We moved back down, and we tried to penetrate again, and we came all the way back down to this level. Now, everyone who follows support and resistance will be looking for things to stall out at this particular level. And as you can see, they did, because we had a big bounce up, almost, well, it's past the halfway point of the previous day. We had a big bounce up, and then we started back down again. So we may see that prices may attempt to penetrate this level and go further down. Then the next point to look for would be down here. So support and resistance gives us a number of things to look at. And one of the important things is a level of risk and reward. So say, for example, we're up here and we travel down, we come down here, and we're moving back up. So we've identified this as a level of resistance, and we're wondering, okay, how much can we risk if we wanted to go short? I mean, you start to see the spinning tops, the candlestick patterns here, which are indicating that this upward trend is exhausting. That's basically a doji right there for all practical purposes. And we're expecting price to come up near here and bounce down. So if you were looking to get long in this area, for instance, you already see that there's resistance up here. So if you're already looking to get long and there's a possibility there may be a bounce off resistance, then your reward is not that great. Whereas the risk on the short side from here down to this level of support is pretty huge. It's pretty huge. Okay, so that makes perfect sense. You can see this for yourself, and these levels are true really regardless of the market. I'll pull another market over here, and we can draw some levels so you can get a quick look at what's going on. Let me turn off auto return there. So we'll just go back a ways, okay? And let's look at our resistance being up there, our support being down here. And let's go by here one at a time again. We bounce off. We're moving up nicely. Now, you'll notice this may be a more major level here. And as we come down further, other levels come into play, okay? You can see this level here, moves up, bounces off that level, comes back, bounces off that same level that we previously identified. Let's see what happens as we move on. Okay, bounces off the level, goes up, doesn't quite make it, comes back down. It's pretty even along here. This period in which the price moves back and forth is known as congestion and consolidation as well. Those are two names used for it. This entire corridor can actually be considered a huge channel of congestion. As you can see, stalled around here long enough without going up. Sometimes that's an interesting sign too. Okay, and move down nicely. Okay, so we're going through.
So to John, get the congestion right here. To me, the congestion is similar to like traffic. You just sitting there. And that's basically what he was saying right here. It ain't going really nowhere for you to make any money off your trade. Unless you're just putting in like a 1 minute thing or something. Did y'all see that?
Yes.
Okay.
We're drawing levels of support and resistance as prices change. Okay, here we go. We have new support there. New resistance there. Falls down through. New support right here. And it narrows along and we just kind of meander around. Okay, so if you're looking here to get short, then the possibility that you get short and it run all the way back up here is strong. And so you have to look at the chart and determine if that level of move from here to back here, if your stop's back at this point, if it's worth it for you, if that works out for you. In this case, that's about 170 pips. So that's within acceptable using the...
Did you hear that? 170 pips. Count that up, how much money that is.
1/10 of the standard contract sizes we had discussed before for the amount of our demo account. Pop this back up here. And we're going to go back to our original chart here. And again, these principles are applicable using any time frame and any currency pair. It makes them extremely useful and universal. Go back to our standard chart. Okay. Daily, that's going to be 4 hour down there. So what we've covered is setting up our Metatrader software, first downloading and installing. We've covered
but I wanted to I just wanted to keep off of that. But the good thing is that when we go to do this, we're going to have I think I was reading, let me go to the Telegram. Somebody only posted a partial message. I don't think I saw that today. Is this it right here? Pastor Martin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It.
Yeah, it was a really long email.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that 18,080 countries earlier today.
They moving up.
They're moving. Man, this will allow you to access and privilege. I'm trying to find the one for the copy trade.
And a lot of people got, you know, 10, 20, $50,000 accounts too.
Yeah. I mean, I was hoping to be at the 20,000 by next week. I just have to see.
Hey, Chandra, can I ask you a question? Okay, I'm just trying to get an understanding of the word PIP for me to understand in my brain. I'm looking at the definition of it, but
Yeah.
is it a very small measure of change in a currency pair?
Yes. So, you know, when he was, let me go back to that video. I can't use that one. Probably can use, let me go to Baby Pips.
Okay.
I can do that. Hold on. And I forgot how to. The School of Pipsology. I don't know if I got time to do that. Let me just, but sometimes they explain it really. Am I searching the right thing? I think I'm searching, what is a pip in Forex, babypips.com. So this is, I'm going to send you this right here.
Okay.
Put it in the chat.
Can't see it.
I know it. I'm going to I'm going to put it in the chat. If I can find it. Oh, here we go. I said you couldn't see my screen when I was going there. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. School of Pipsology. But this is like one of the I think it's one of the best sites to go to for early, or for somebody like myself who I mean, not necessarily saying I don't know anything, but man, if I didn't know nothing, I mean, absolutely nothing, Baby Pips is a site to go to. I think they explain it. I think a lot of the information really in a more an easier way to understand it. But I know you have to sort of have, you know, the information, but I got to have like a little diagram and maybe somebody else talking, right? And I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get everything that I want from the Cash FX back office. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's bad information. It just may be maybe too high level, and I'm not sure how they're putting all the pieces together. And then I don't really know if I see enough pictures to make it look like I can put it together. So, but yeah, but so you see how the pipette, the numbers as they're moving.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like the way that they do it. Each number represents something, and that's
okay.
what this is the biggest one. I may have to put this out here so you can know what it means. So I can copy this image.
Well, I have a problem with it picking up all of these numbers, 1.1382, and you know, you got to have a basic knowledge of math for some of this stuff.
So I think.
Don't feel bad, Pastor. I'm there too.
Yeah, it's just been a minute, but I think after you get into it, I promise you, it's not going to be as bad because.
I think we keep on studying like we're doing together and helping each other and answering questions together. It'll come together for all of us.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like I say, I'm tired of hiding behind the shadows because I'm afraid to ask questions or I just don't get it. I don't care if it bugs the crap out of somebody. I'm going to ask till I get it now because this is a great thing we got, you know?
Yep. I don't know. I ain't got time to calculate it. I don't see the point in trying to calculate unless I ain't got nothing else to do. What I want to know is, you know, basically being safe and putting the trade in, right? But I want to be able to read the chart so I can understand if that's a good way to, you know, to see it. But I think when you get excited about it, right, even if you don't know all the terminology, but the first time you put a trade in, and that's what I want us to get to. We just play with that demo account. And then you see that thing going up and you don't put, you start to put $10 or $100 on a trade. And next thing you know, your account says $50,000, you're gonna be like, oh, hey. And then you're you're gonna start to really see,
Have you had that happen to your account?
You can do that. Let me tell you something.
Oh, you come out on the demo.
On the demo, exactly. That I'm trying to tell people, I told them in the last training, you can't believe nothing on the demo other than they just want to make you feel like you feel fine. And that's why people always ask, well, let me see what was on your active account. Is that a demo account? So if you can't show me your active account, right, then I don't believe that you got anything. But your demo account, yeah, you can get that all day long because you ain't risking nothing. And they lie. And then, but people got to remember too that the trading companies own the software, so they see when you come in. And so I think Tori started trading, and I think he was saying he was doing like, you know, he may have caught like 5-10 pips, but I know what he's doing. He's trying to rush on out there and trade and not understand what it is that he's trading, right? He doesn't want to understand the terminology. He just wants to go. And then he came right back to me early this week, and I bet you it's because he lost some of his money trying to put trades in before you truly understand why you're putting the trade in and not having the support, so I don't know, but I bet you that's my guess, because he went on and he started with a new company, so to speak, that you can get your trades and everything from them for $99 a month. I was like, well, okay then. So, and then what did we just see, Rafael, when we downloaded and installed Metatrader? Metatrader said they would let you copy their trades from their top professionals for $15 a month. So you can't tell me, if you don't understand how it works, I'm not paying $99 when I can go right here and get some of these people here rated too, and get the same trades for $15. I'm not paying, what are we paying $99 for? And wasn't that the whole point of not doing IML, is so that you wouldn't have to pay a fee every month, but you're gonna bring it right back to the team and want everybody else to jump in? I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah.
Okay. So. All right. So I already got that in my file.
All right.
So do you suggest we get the app and do it on our computer?
Yeah, you're gonna need to put the app on your computer, and the reason why you gotta put it on your computer is because you're gonna want to go in there and set it. You get to read a lot of the news, and you can read it on either site. But I'm trying to remember where's my little thing. Why is it sitting all the way down here? So I can't see it.
Oh, you talking about the Metatrader 5?
Yeah, the Metatrader 5.
You can't trade that on no phone.
Huh?
You can't trade no Metatrader 5 on no phone.
Yes, you can. Oh, you can't do it on 5 because I just downloaded it.
I'm about to download it on my app.
Let me see.
I'm just saying you can't do an effective trade on no phone.
Yes, you can, Pastor Martin. That's why you think. Look, that's how IML is doing it. They did it straight on their phones. That's why they say that your phone be your wallet or whatever that little saying they be saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So you said Metatrader 4 or 5?
Yeah, you can do 5 or 4. It doesn't make a difference.
Which one you want us to download?
But do 5 because I'm on 5.
Okay, because you put on the thing Metatrader 4.
Yeah, I was going to do Metatrader 4, but
okay, we'll do 5. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me find this.
And what was that thing? Look, they got their own little thing of signals here, and you can see how they're rating the company or the trader, right? So this guy, he's got 177% growth since 2019. So I would come out here and pay somebody a couple of dollars or whatever to get their trades before I pay somebody $100 a month. It just depends on what it is, right?
Hey, Chandra, is it the icon with the green, yellow, blue, and number 5 in the middle?
Hold on, let me share my screen. I keep forgetting. Which one? Are you talking about for Metatrader?
Yeah. Oh, for the app, for the phone.
Oh, what color is it? Mine is just blue and yellow.
Let me go back to it. It's 5 is green. It got like 3 little, so I guess people, green, yellow, blue, and it got a 5 in the middle, and the background is blue.
Yeah, it's got the 3 little circles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about to download it right now.
Yeah. Look, you can get for under $50. So your leverage. These are robots. I mean, they provide so much. If I had some good signals, if I had the time, I would probably be out here, working on this. But I really don't. But this boy right here, he's really, look, he's got a growth sense of 328%, but they say he's not reliable. How does that work?
He's not reliable.
He's not reliable, yeah, but he's got 328% growth. I'm gonna have to go out here and read what these actually mean.
Where does it say he's not reliable?
Right here, say red right here.
Okay. He must be, well, you know, you look Indian, you know, they be like, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my God.
I ain't picking, but you know, they got there and call you to my son, the IRS. Boy.
And then look, they'll let you copy the trades for $30 US. So it's not like you got to go out here and pay a monthly fee. I'm just trying to tell people, we just need to stop with the monthly bill payments. Supply and demand. Now that's the one I know a little bit about, but that's that supply and demand. I charge $84 for that. But his reliability ain't there. He got for 81%. Won't be making that.
Now where is this at?
It's right here in your Metatrader. So when you click on signals.
Okay.
If you're on your computer, if you're on your phone, it's going to be
okay, signals. I see it. Okay, cool. Heck yeah.
Yes. So, Pastor Martin, have you ever looked at the economic calendar? I mean, I know that seems to be the one where people make the most money sometimes.
Yeah, I was with a company before, and they factored all that into their trades and everything.
So people be going through this stuff. I'm like, I don't have time to read all that. But it does. I just think it takes a lot of work to really want to do this.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
So if we're not go ahead.
On the Metatrader for the computer, is it the download the Metatrader 4?
Download the Metatrader 5.
Okay, because Metatrader 5. Right. It was down a little bit further.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put this somewhere.
Yeah, then you can always have someone else do another manage account thing for you. They'll put the trades in for you. Same thing as Cash FX. Having reviews. Ooh.
All right. Got that on there.
Negative. Yes, sniper. This is, I mean, it's really interesting. I just say take a look around it. But like I said, next week we'll work on the setting it up, spreading our screens out, and putting in maybe a sample trade. I just got to figure out where I'm getting a sample trade from. And you can, I think, working with that and then working with the back office, which should be good. So I see we have reached the top of the hour. I didn't realize the time flew by. Oh my God. Let's be really, really moving, grooving stuff. But did you have any more questions? I see the pastor must be multitasking.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my website set up with Square.
With Square?
Yeah, any of y'all know how to set up websites?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how Square is setting it up. Is that like a GoDaddy setup basic account?
Yeah, you kind of do it yourself.
I mean, so it's like a plug and play.
Plug and play.
Yeah. No.
I'm just playing with. I gotta go in here, so I'm setting up. I purchased a CBD franchise over a year ago, and I spent about $6,000 on it, and was never able to get it off the ground because we couldn't find
CBD oil.
Couldn't find a merchant provider. Yep.
Oh, yeah. What you telling me about that?
Yeah.
How much was it?
But I spent about $6,000 getting everything.
No, I meant for me to take a bite, like for me to use for my arthritis. I can't afford no $6,000.
It's about the one you're gonna need about $69 a month.
So it's how strong is that? Is that
very strong? You can get it at different levels too. But I went with the #1 company. You know me.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah.
Which is Green Rose, because I want to be reputable. But
yeah.
There's a ton of money out here in that, and I know y'all like, man.
Yeah, that really is.
I know y'all saying ain't nobody got time to do with that, but y'all better keep your eye on that. I'm telling you.
Look, on your do you have that app called Nextdoor?
No.
You need to download that and put it on your phone. The Nextdoor, anytime you want to sell something or whatever, you can just get your neighbors. It connects you to all the neighbors in your area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they be posting all kinds of stuff. Whether they're selling or if they're looking for something, they got people who are sharing their products that they're selling, the whole 9 yards. I just haven't figured out how to put the ad out there for Cash FX yet, but that CBD oil would take right on off right there.
Really?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But I live in a small town. These people ain't gonna buy that.
Yeah, it ain't got to be just just there. I mean, but they'll see if anybody is there in your area. First, you got to check and see if anybody in your area has signed up or if they registered it.
Okay.
Yeah, but if it does, it would give you, I don't know, it's probably like 50-mile radius or whatever. But the good thing is that it goes, I think it goes all over.
What's it called, Nextdoor?
It is, yeah, my sister got me to do that a while back. Yeah, Nextdoor. So,
hey, Chandra. They got the Metatrader 5 website, and then the one you had up is the mql5.com.
mm-hmm.
Which one do I?
Yeah, so when you go to it, hold on. Yeah, it's going to be the mql.
Okay.
.com. Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's not the Metatrader 5 because that's another website.
When you get to the, let me see what you're looking at. Share your screen.
How can I?
Click that green share.
I would be at the $20,000 contract by now if I hadn't been eating up all my seed.
So you can see my my computer?
Yeah. If you say share your screen, put that little green button.
Okay.
Right here in the WebEx.
Yeah, I did it. Okay, so it says photos or Zoom. Or start broadcast.
Zoom? What are you on your phone?
Yeah.
They don't say.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna take a goddamn picture of it and send it to you.
Yeah. That's like I don't know.
Doing all that.
Yeah. So Pastor Martin, you said, yeah, when I was trying to look out here. Let me see. I bet you we met somebody got CBD. CBD. I'm gonna type it in my CBD. Yep.
Yeah, I gotta
learn in 6 minutes.
I got a direct line because these girls taking too long with this other stuff. I'm like, man, So I got an email from Square today. I'm like, they say, we finally approved your account. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I've been waiting for 8 months. 8 months.
To do this right here.
Yep.
Dang. Yeah, man, you need to get out of the ground quick.
I thought I could just jump in there and throw some money at it. Don't work like that.
No.
That CBD is a serious thing, but I said, okay, now that I'm in though, let me go
somebody
ahead.
just posted theirs on here on the 25th.
Huh?
Somebody has their own. This is the hemp CBD you want to take, right? So they're promoting Ultra Cell Hemp CBD. And the thing is, you just go out there every day, you know, put a post out there or whatever.
What's the name of the app again?
It's called Nextdoor.
It's a lot of them out here. I got Nextdoor Neighbors app.
It's the one with the green background and the White House with the little chimney.
Green background, White House, and little chimney. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Chandra, I sent you the my text.
Okay, nothing's come through yet.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Yes, it is. And what was your question?
Which one?
So you're trying to figure out how to open it.
Well, no,
So,
I'm not trying to not open it. Which one should I create an account?
I'm on the one where it says mql5.com. It says web terminal documentation calendar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
You see that? Yeah.
You went out. You went out in.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm on the first picture you sent. It says SIG Tech Systematic Quant.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I'm gonna save up. Okay. Cool.
Join your neighbor. Sign.
Yes. Yep. I think that's a good one. Hey, Wesley.
Hello, everybody.
We're just about to hang up. Yeah, we finished about 9 minutes ago.
Okay.
But we were just walking the pastor through, what's the name of that thing? Nextdoor.
What was that?
We're walking Pastor Martin through Nextdoor. Are you familiar with Nextdoor?
No.
Yeah, but maybe you need to be on this. Yeah, it's an app where you can share your business or anything that you have to sell or whatever to your neighbors. It's a free app. So my thing is, I've been on it for like a year, but I'm maybe 2 years. My sister had me on it. But now that I think about it, that might be a great thing for travel, for your travel business. Mm-hmm. You can go out and put out there and say you're giving away free boomerangs and send them to our website and discounted travel. When the time comes, that's exactly what's going to pop off right there for you.
Yeah. And then after we get some breathing room from this pandemic we're in,
Yep.
we're going to have a presentation in Hotel.
A what?
Presentation. Presentation in Hotel.
Oh, okay.